Inside the conflict, how Israeli strikes impact Iran's nuclear ambitions. There is a critical and complex issue with significant implications for international relations: the recent Israeli strikes on components of Iran's nuclear program. This is more than a military confrontation. It's a broader struggle for power and security in the Middle East. Let's explore how these developments influence Iran's nuclear ambitions and regional stability. Background on Iran's nuclear program. Iran's nuclear program has been a focal point of global tension for years. Initially pursued for peaceful energy, its advancements raise concerns, particularly in the US and Israel, over potential weaponization. The 2015 Joint Comprehensive Plan of Action, JCPOA, sought to limit Iran's nuclear activities in exchange for sanctions relief. However, the situation worsened in 2018 when the US withdrew from the JCPOA, reimposing sanctions that severely impacted Iran's economy. In response, Iran began expanding its uranium enrichment and nuclear research, escalating tensions and drawing in regional players. Israel's strategy and recent strikes. Israel views a nuclear-armed Iran as an existential threat. It has repeatedly stated its commitment to preventing Iran from acquiring nuclear weapons. Recently, Israeli forces conducted precise strikes on facilities linked to uranium enrichment and missile development, key components of a potential weapons program. These operations are strategically coordinated, showcasing Israel's intelligence and military capabilities. Beyond military objectives, the strikes signal Israel's resolve to defend its security. On November 15, 2024, Iranian forces retaliated with missile strikes targeting northern Israel, causing infrastructure damage and at least 10 casualties. This escalation marks one of the most intense exchanges between the nations in recent years. Implications for regional stability. Tehran's defiant response has further heightened tensions in the region. Its vow to continue nuclear development and retaliate against Israel risks broader confrontations involving proxy groups like Hezbollah in Lebanon and militias in Iraq and Syria. Regional powers like Saudi Arabia and the UAE are closely monitoring the situation, concerned about a nuclear-capable Iran. The conflict complicates diplomatic efforts, as the risk of miscommunication or unintended clashes increases during heightened tensions. International response and future prospects. The global reaction has been mixed. The US supports Israel's right to self-defense while urging restraint, which complicates relations with Iran. Meanwhile, European nations are trying to revive nuclear talks with Iran while addressing Israel's security concerns. The stakes are high. Israeli actions impact Iran's nuclear program and risk triggering conflicts that could disrupt global markets, trade, and regional stability. Conclusion. The Israeli strikes on Iran's nuclear program represent a pivotal moment in Middle Eastern geopolitics. The consequences of these actions will ripple across the region and beyond. What do you think? Will these developments lead to a more stable Middle East or escalate tensions further? Share your thoughts in the comments. Thank you for
We hope you enjoyed today's deep dive into the latest celebrity buzz and updates. Don't forget to hit that like button if you found this video interesting. And if you're new here, make sure to subscribe and tap the bell icon to stay updated on all the juicy stories from Hollywood and beyond.